welcome back to Return of the Obra Dinn. We have many a crew member to identify, and I've already got some potential names and faces and fates in mind. Yeah, I'll come to that in just a little tickety-boo. But first of all, thanks again for all the comments down on the last couple of videos. Some interesting insights and some... yeah, definite food for thought without being sort of overly spoilery. So I thank you all kindly for your polite discretion. Much appreciated, guys. So I'll get to most of the feedback in just a moment. The first one that I want to highlight was from Michael, who suggested quite rightly that my deductions should become a little bit more, and I quote, fast and loose. I think you're absolutely right, Michael. I think I need to stop second-guessing myself, stop overanalyzing, and get this bloody thing done. And so, without further ado, let's identify a soul, because I did notice whilst I was editing something that something's glaringly obvious about one of our crew members here, and I'd completely glossed over it because I'd only just realised what they did on the ship. So I don't make a habit of metagaming, but when I was editing the last video, I couldn't help but notice that one particular crew member's title on board the ship was glaringly bloody obvious. We discovered something on this deck last time, didn't we? Yeah, we got those little wheels that Vass had pointed out were most likely sort of bilge pump things, sort of manual pumps to pull water out of the lower hull if it's breached, which is very cool, very interesting. But I also took a look and realised the ship's wheel is this construction over here. I hadn't ever actually thought to look at it before, the one just behind Mr. Hirschlick there. And who's got his hand on the wheel? I reckon this must be our helmsman. Bloody obvious when you think about it. I even commented last time, oh, the helmsman's probably got a unique uniform. Well, look at him. You don't get much more unique than that, do you? Like a leather waistcoat thing with a white shirt and a black belt and a big bushy tash. I mean, not that his moustache is part of the uniform. I doubt they mandate facial furniture. But yeah, anyway, this has got to be our helmsman, I would have thought. So, I'm going to be paying a little visit to at least one of his scenes in just a moment anyway, so we can confirm it with the accent. But let's take a look. The helmsman is apparently English. Finley Dalton from England. So, yes, let's take a look at your memories. He only appears in 2, which is quite sparse, really. First memory was... oh, that's interesting. Hold on. That doesn't make sense. Wait. He only appears... oh, no, it does make sense. He only appears in 2 memories. I was awfully confused because, of course, we can obviously see him on the deck sketch, which suggests that he was in the deck scene. But if I remember correctly, the fog of war of the dead person's memory only stretched just behind the stewards here, so he's probably just outside of the range. But anyway, I digress. Yes, let's get this fellow identified. So... I'm going to pay a visit to both of these scenes, actually. Yes, he appears in this one. He also appears in, let's see, The Calling. Let's go through to The Doom, because he also appears in Abigail's... Soldiers of the Sea. The Doom. He also appears in Abigail's death scene, I do believe. Why didn't I just go to, like, Baldy Man's little itinerary thing? Yeah, there we go. He appears here as well. So, let's explore those two. Exit, please. And, oh yes, I also very, very much want to see if I can get to the bottom of which brother is which there. Andy M had very nicely suggested that both brothers can be identified without resorting to guesswork. So thank you very much for that. I want to try and avoid guesswork wherever possible. Feels like the amount of work that we put into getting the deductions that we've gotten so far, it would be a bit of a shame if we just took wild pot shots in the hope of scoring something successfully. Right, this is the guy that went overboard. There we go. And our... oh!
Here. Slack the lifts and lower the boats! The whole crew will be on us! Give it up!
Confusion. So, he Okay, I remember this, but I thought this was the pose that he was in Abigail's memory. I'm slightly confuzzled by that. I also want to go to Abigail's memory to look at another character as well. Another 2 characters, 3 characters, in fact. Bloody hell, I'm getting quite the shopping list. So, right, you're confusing me because you also survive so far as the Doom. So let's see, you've got a pike through your leg. This is not your final scene. First memory. He disappeared in the Doom. Oh, he's down as a disappearance. Pooh. That's unfortunate. We can't put a fate on him unless... he's on the same page as our purser, Duncan Mackay. And I'm reasonably certain that that was Duncan that was getting tossed out of a lifeboat after being picked up by the squid. I wonder if he was in the same boat. Okay, maybe we'll check a few people off here. But anyway, he's injured in this one, but not... That's a bit naughty. He'd been included in this scene as a bit of a red herring, I guess. You could probably jump to the conclusion that he died from being skewered. Here we go. So let's take a look at Abigail's death. And see what we can't piece together from that. Let me through. Sorry. Excuse me. Sorry, Captain. Right. Hello, my dear. What secrets can you tell? Okay, crack. Beastie. Martin, there we are. Right, now. Let me see. Where's our burly mustachioed bald man? Is this him over here? Was he the one? No, he was not the one pulling concentric ring guy. That's Baldy Man that was there. But it says he disappeared in this scene. So let's see over this side of the ship. There's our bosun. There's our stripy-topped man. Is there any sign of a lifeboat? There doesn't seem to be, does there? I think, if memory serves, I think Abigail's scene is just before Peter Milroy's? No. No, it's not. Is it just after Peter Milroy's scene? Yeah, there's Milroy. There's concentric rings. So which scene was it? I think it was... Was it Milroy's? No, it wasn't. It was Concentric Ring Man's scene where that boat was being flipped into the water. But it's saying that he's present in this scene somewhere. No, it's not over there. Right, there's our gunner's mate that we freshly identified. Oh, hello! Oh, no! He was gotten by the beastie! Oh, no! So, oh, look at him there clinging onto the banister. So he's obviously just been picked up. The thing's trying to wrench him off the ship. That's where he disappeared. So, what can we conclude from this? He was gotten, basically. Abducted? Right, let's see. Alive, axed, burned, clawed, clubbed, crushed, decapitated, drowned, eaten, electrocuted, expired, exploded, fell, froze, illness, killed, knifed, poisoned, shot, speared, spiked, strangled, struck, suicide, torn apart. Well, he was just sort of taken, from what I can gather. What do we put that down to? Alive? We certainly don't know that he's alive. It certainly looks quite unlikely given his departure. Axed, burned, clawed, clubbed, crushed. We don't know that he was crushed. I mean, anything could have happened. He could have been just dragged into the sea and drowned. He could have been crushed. He could have been eaten. Electrocuted, expired, exploded, fell? We don't know that he fell. Again, could be. Could be that the creature lifted him high up into the sky and just dropped him. Froze, illness, killed, knifed. I think And I know that I've just said that this is what I want to try and avoid where possible. We might have to just take a best guess and then see what happened. So I'm going to say, let's think this through. Why would the beastie be attacking? Surely it's not just doing it for shits and giggles, because it's getting stabbed up by swords and spikes and getting blown up with the powder. It must need something on board the ship. Do we think that the squid is intent enough to be trying to break the ship apart to get to the shells? I doubt it. I guess it's probably most likely is just a hungry boy. So I'll pencil in. Oh, it's cannibal. Oh God, that doesn't sound right. This doesn't seem right. Oh, interesting. That's cool. It's adjusted it from cannibalized to devoured. So that's kind of our best guess at the moment. We'll have to carry on and see if we get another round of verification before too long, and if he still remains afterwards, we can come back and revisit and ponder some more. But yeah, what could we possibly categorize that as? It's just taken. It's just taken by the beast. Anyway, right, I have other fish to fry. So, these three individuals over here are also causing me a little bit of consternation, as it were. So we had a big debate last time over whether I've completely mislabeled these chaps over here and their ranks. And to further throw a little bit of confusion into the mix, there's 4 here, so I thought, okay, well, they're probably 1st through 4th mates stewards. And then, of course, our guy up here is the captain steward. And I thought, okay, we've got 5 stewards, wonderful. Well, what the hell are you then? You're in the same uniform. That throws a little bit of interesting spanners into the mixes. And then I realised there's actually 6 stewards, isn't there? I'm forgetting myself. 1st through 4th mate stewards, captain steward, but then of course we've also got ship's steward, Zungi Sathi from India. Could this chap be our ship's steward? I'm trying to remember some of the other scenes where I've seen him, but let's take a look. He's standing by. Who's he standing by here? He's standing by the 4th mate. Okay, so he could be 4th mate steward, and one of these could potentially be ship's steward, I guess. But something else that's making me wonder is we've seen him protecting these 2 ladies a few times. Here, and also in the scene where they're being bundled into the lifeboat along with Henry Evans, and the burly top men are trying to pull them back out again. It looks as though he's trying to defend the passengers, which I'm guessing could very well be a duty of the ship's steward. He's not assigned to any specific officer. He's a steward for essentially anyone else of importance on the ship. And you think paying passengers would be reasonably important. So I wonder if he could be ship's steward. I'm not leaning towards any of the other stewards being ship steward at the moment. The fact that they're gaggling together probably means that they are officers' stewards. So I guess we could probably pop him in as ship steward. Right, let's do that. Let's pop him in as ship steward. So could you be Mr. Sathi? Could you be? Met an unknown fate. We're going to have to chase that up. I'm reasonably certain that he probably just jumped into the lifeboat with the Lydias and Mr. Evans. But we'll double check that in just a moment. But while I'm here, I want to turn my attention to said Lydias. I can't. Oh, right. That's unfortunate. Yeah, no, it's fine. You just stay there. I'll walk around you. There we go. So, Lydias. We have 2 possible individuals. They are going to be either... Who are we? Miss Jane Bird or Emily Jackson. But how in the ruddy heck are we going to tell which is which? Wait, she's rather short, isn't she? I hadn't actually noticed before just how short she is. Is Is she a bit on the young side? I guess she could be. Now, I wonder if it was traditional in those days to label anyone, any lady under a certain age of a certain well-to-do status as Miss. It could still indicate that she's Miss and she's Emily Jackson, was it? Yeah. So could that be Jane Bird, maybe? What I'd like to do... I still think there's some sense in that, and again, adopting the fast and loose approach, I'm happy to label her as Miss Jane Bird and this Emily Jackson, but I want to check inside that cabin first of all. I don't remember there being anything remarkable in either of the passenger cabins. Wait, where's the exit? Oh, there it is. But just in case, we'll go and have a little sniff. Right, sorry. Sorry, Mr. Hoscott, coming through. Don't mind me. Right, so this is the cabin that they were emerging from, I believe. We've got a little desk there. Little window. Oh. Okay. So there's one bunk. Interesting. One bunk and one... Wait, what was my arm doing? Hold on, my arm was trying to do a thing. What was my arm doing? Was it just... Oh, okay. I just got a bit too close to the door handle. Hello. Let's check out the other room. I wonder if... I wonder, wonderingly to myself, whether there was anything marked on the deck plan for these rooms. Were they numbered? Let's, clear out these bookmarks. Why? Hold on, what? Why are we... Hold on, who's highlighted here? What's going on? Who's... I'm trying to work out who... Oh. Oh, is this all fates? Oh, bloody hell. That complicates matters. Yeah, this is pretty much all flows of time, isn't it? Okay. Anyway, yeah, I was hoping... I was wondering if there might be numbers on those cabins. But sadly not. Right, let's go ahead with my gut on this one. I think I'm going to label this young lady as Miss Emily Jackson, and this young lady as Miss Jane Bird. Now, we might be able to pick up a win here because possibly Emily Jackson shot and killed. Here we go, strongman here. So let's give this a try and see how we get on. I think we might be close to a verification here as well. Oh, 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 yes! Nice! So we did get the ladies the right way around. Bloody beautiful. And Finley Dalton was eaten by a beast. Renfred Rajub, excellent. So we know that the bunk numbers system works, and Leonid Volkov was indeed shot by Emily Jackson. Oh, goody gumdrops. Hooray! So, we might be able to just go ahead and label the fates for the two ladies. And you little bugger! You still dodged verification, you swine. He's gonna bug me until the end of the game. I can just tell. Right, so let's go and visit. Do they both share the same final scene? Escape? Oh, it's not a scene though, is it? It's just they disappeared at the end of the chapter. Let's take a look at that page and then cycle back. So the final scene in that one was when Lord English, Mr. Lanky... oh, we can name... Oh, God, how has he slipped through the net? He was not knifed by an unknown attacker at all. He was knifed by... Where are you, swine? Gunner's mate Olis Vieter. Thank you very much for the corrected pronunciation. I think that was Robert that pointed that one out. Right, so at least he's up for verification now. So where... Let me see. So that's that whole torrid scene playing out. Here we go. This is the last time that we see them. Well, let's go and visit their little escape then. I was just looking for the exit door and I realised I'm actually here on the ship, aren't I? So, up here. Here we go, to Mr. Volkov's unfortunate demise. This would also be the last scene where we see the guy who I think might be ship steward. So, is that it? Will you keep it down? Let's take a look at your scene. 6 memories. Bookmark those and then go flippity-flu. Hold on. Is that... Yes, his last scene is this. So I think it's probably safe to assume that our man here, whomever he may be, also escaped with the ladies and with... Oh, wait, who's that? Oh, that's the other one. That's Miss Thingity Bob. So, we can be pretty certain that Mr. Lanky, English boy, is going to be stamped on the verification round. So let's throw our hat in the ring with this guy and say that he... Oh, where... Oh, no. We don't know where he's going to be, do we? We're going to say that he's alive, but we... Oh, that's the thing. We've got to try and identify where they went. I wouldn't have a bloody clue. Where would you like to head today, sir? Pick a place, any place, as long as it's on this little list I have. How am I going to identify that? I don't know. I don't know where he might have gone. I'm pretty certain. I feel pretty confident we can say that he escaped in the lifeboat, but where to? Let's see. The escape happened when? Escape happened after... Let's see. After the Doom. So I think they would have been past. Yeah, so they're in escape. Let's go to the actual little... Something that I realised when we did reread the tutorials is that we haven't really been paying attention to the maps, the locations here. To see where they are. Right. If we think the ship had wibbled and wobbled its weary way around, turned around and started heading back towards England, but at this point, it was heading northeast towards England. The lifeboat is on the port side of the ship, which means that away somewhere are the Azores. That's literally all we can glean from that. It's the nearest landmass, so... the Azores? We can give it a try, because I think we've got a reasonable chance of actually putting the ladies forward for verification soon as well. So screw it. Let's just throw it in. Let's see what happens. Right, let's say that he is alive on the Azores. We don't know that, though. They probably... All of them in the boat probably actually made it over to the Azores, but we know that Mr. Evans here, who was in the same boat and would have gone to the same initial landing point, is in Morocco. Well, we'll see what happens. Well, let's use the same logic on the ladies here. Let's pick on Emily Jackson. Let's go down the same route and let's just say she's alive in the Azores. Let's see. No, that's not a hit. That's not a hit. We know that she's English. Oh, I'm doing the guessing thing, aren't I? I don't like this. I don't like the fact that we're guessing. But what memories does she actually appear in? Her first memory is Abigail's death. Okay. I did a silly thing. Right, let's try that again. Let's get your memories properly bookmarked so I can just flippy-flew through them. Right, so first memory is Abigail's death. Second... literally the one... Oh, no! Wait! I made a... Oh, no, that's someone else that's dead there, isn't it? Right, hold on. God, I forgot how loud that is. That's horrible.
Last one. Move quick.
Wait, who's this? Oh, he's... Oh! Yes, I remember. Okay, that makes sense. We've identified him as First Mate Steward Paul Moss. I don't know how we came to that conclusion, but I was confused a little while back where we picked up that he was killed with a sword, but that makes sense. Oh, hold on. We know who he was killed by. He was killed by Strongman, Mr. Volkov. So... Still no verification. Okay. Possibly could mean that we don't actually have his identity, but we can come back to him if need be. I'm half tempted because of the fact that this... Hold on. Stand by. What am I trying to do? I've managed to lose myself in it. How does this game work? Right, because this chap is leading us so around the houses, and we're pretty certain we've screwed up his identity. I'm kind of tempted to go through these... Oh, there's only 2 people that I've actually put identities on. Kind of tempted to strip them of their potential identities and start again. Do you know what? Screw it. Let's do that. Something's wrong there. You're unknown. Haven't a Scooby. You're unknown. Haven't a Scooby. Right. We know how they died. We just don't know who the bloody hell they are. Okay, cool. So, anyway. We were looking at what was going on over here. So, this guy started... Oh, interesting. He was there at the start of that scene. He started to climb out. But the other scene that we were just in, where he's on the rail there, is the last known scene. Oh, wait, no, we do know that that's Paul, don't we? Yes, I remember. She was looking directly at the guy, and she shouted out the name Paul, if I remember correctly. Oh, hold on. So we know this is Mr. Evans, we know that this is the author of our book, but interestingly, I've just spotted he's got the case next to him. That looks like the very same case that we opened. You remember, hey, it's too heavy, open it yourself. So we got the compass and the book out of. So wait, was he already writing the book when he was on board? Well, that's baffling. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. Let's just study the transcript for this particular scene. So who was it that was staberated? It was this fellow, wasn't it? So let's take a look. Perished in, and then take a look at the death transcript. Paul Lookout. Yes, we do know that this is Paul. Okay, I take it back, Paul. I'm so sorry. Here, have your identity back. So, Paul Moss, First Mate Steward, just devil's advocate. Let's just check that there are no more Pauls on board. I'm pretty sure I did this first time, right? No, we're good. Right, so, Paul Moss, First Mate Steward, from Wales. Still leaves the bloody big question mark over his head. But anyway, I don't think there's anything that can help us to identify where the ladies might have been setting off to. One thing I could do is just throw Jane Bird as alive in the United Kingdom and see if that triggers anything, which it has not. What about... I'm not going to make a habit of guessing, by the way. I don't intend on doing that. Ooh, no, hold on. Let's switch you to the UK. Let's switch you to the UK. No. We know they're alive, we just don't know where they would have gone. How irritating. So. Okay, let's exit. We can come back and ponder more over them later, but we've done all right so far. We've got a few verifications. So, yes. So, again, just to nerd out for a second, Vas, thank you very much for the suggestion that these might be to pump out water from the very bottom of the keel. I think you're probably right. Looks like they pumpity pump and then squidge the water out of there where it runs off the side of the deck. Marvellous. Okay. The more you know. Right. You there. I want a word with you because I think I might know who you are. I've had this name rattling around in the back of my head for quite some time. What I'm going to do, I'm going to head below here and consult our dead carpenter's mate. Because there was someone shouting out, "It's done for Nick."
What's going on? Stay back. It's already done for Nick. Hey. Come on, boss. No, get there. Hey, cat.
Stay back. Hello. Ah, I did not spot the position of you, Sonny Jim. Is this Bruce Willis? This is Bruce Willis. You killed my brother. So, he shouts, "Stay back, it's already done for Nick." So, if we can now exit this, in fact, let's get your death scene up. Let's just flip backwards through the page. Who died? Who died immediately before him? Now, if we've got Baldy Boy present, which we have, let's go and visit that scene, because if he was on deck and then in the very next scene has scurried down here and said it's done for Nick, it's a pretty damn good possibility that, Hi, sorry, won't disturb you this time, I'll take the alternate route. It's a pretty damn good indicator. Oh god, we can go this way, can't we? Right, cover your ears, ladies and gents. That's horrible. Right. Do we? That's not our boy, is it? That is our boy! He was staring right at him. This has got to be Nick. Let's take a little looky. He's kind of in the right region of the ship as well, I guess. I think it's pretty safe to assume that pretty much everyone back here, apart from the passengers, are sort of deckhands and lower ranks, so they all would have known each other, wouldn't they? So let's take a look. He's at the back here, so he's probably a top man. Nicholas Botterill, top man from England. Oh yes, right. Who have we identified? Nicholas Botterill, speared by a horrible beast. Right. Paul Moth, first mate steward, killed as sword by Leonid Volkov. They are stewards. And at last, we've identified Thomas Lanke. Oh, 50%? We're just about to pass the 50% mark. Joyous, happy day. Okay, right. You, sir, you were saying something about your brother. Let's see if we can't identify who that might be. Let's find our way out. Here we go. Hi there. Ooh, unfortunate. So Vas was also mentioning about the hammocks, several little theories about the hammocks. Oh, I also want to revisit this little stage, and I have a new theory about our missing gentleman. Wait, okay. I was just checking there wasn't a hand sticking out of the cannon. That would be utterly ridiculous. So, the hammocks have been stowed. They've been stowed away. Ooh. Oh, did they do like a mass burial at sea at some point? Oh no. Anyway, what was I saying? So yeah, Vas was saying about the hammocks, and I really do need to lean on that more, because I think they are a pretty good untapped resource. Which is the best? What scene were we investigating where we could see a load of the hammocks? It was Saeed, wasn't it? Why am I? I'm just wandering aimlessly up and down. Oh, next, yes. Silly me, they're not on the gun deck, are they? Although, I think, were there some on the gun deck? I think there were hammocks before on the gun deck. Where have they gone? But the all-up deck is where the bulk of them are, I believe. Wait, hold on. Am I dreaming it? No, they were on the gun deck. Okay. Yeah, they must just have been stowed. I've gone to the wrong end again. Bloody hell. Don't judge me, he says as he walks into a pillar. Right, so, let's take a look at Solomon Saeed's scene again. I'd like to check off some numbers. Poor Mr. Saeed. Vas had mentioned that 3 gentlemen, 3 hammocks, we could have... Will you? keep it. Die quietly. There we go. We could have potentially. Oh, only one of them's numbered. We could have potentially looked at the hammock numbers here to try and identify these 3 chaps. That's just out of interest. Who is number 4? Was it 47? It was Alexei Toporov. Oh no, that's not. I thought that was the one I'd identified. So that's the bunk of Alexei Toporov. We can be. Sorry, that's what happens when things suddenly slam together inside your brain. Pipe. This chap, I'm sure it was this fellow, our gunner, who had a pipe falling out of his mouth when the mermaids attacked. I'm bloody sure of it. Right. Do you know what? We've got a lead. Screw it. Sorry, gents. I need your gentleman to die here. Oh, I'm excited. Right. I wanted to step through those scenes anyway. I'm certain it's this guy. I've got a funny feeling we'd have to leap through a number of scenes to get to his death. Right, let's see. Memories. Disappeared in the call. Oh, wait, disappeared in the calling. Oh, of course he went overboard, didn't he? Oh, or did he? Oh, that's annoying. I'm pretty certain... Wait, that's our other Russian anyway, isn't it? So both of the Russians were in the boats. I knew at least one Russian voice was there. Interesting. So, let's see what your final scene was. Sorry, I'm getting all caught up in the moment again. I've hopped back in that minecart and nudged myself into a fast-paced roll downhill. Allow me to put the brakes on. So, what my thinking is, both of these Russian guys were in those lifeboats when they set out for the Canary Isles. They were attacked by the mermaids. One of these gents, I think, got a spear through the... No, sorry. One of those gents was dragged off of the lifeboat by a mermaid. I remember that. She was sinking her claws into him. One of them just went overboard. And I've got a funny feeling it is our pipe-smoking gentleman here. So I'm pretty certain that's Toporov. But I do want to just quickly bookmark and take a little looky through. Oh, well, that was a silly thing. I've gone right back to the start, haven't I? Hold on. Where was it now? Unholy Captives? The Calling. There we are. Right. So let's take a look. This is his last scene. O'Hagan is still breathing. So this is when... Oh, there's another name. O'Hagan. O'Hagan was on the ship. Okay. Let's take a look at this. It was our chap here who died, and I'm pretty certain... Yeah, there we go. Accessible only through another corpse. So let's see. That's accessible only through another corpse. That's... God. Oh, no. Rubbish. I think we're going to have to go the other way. Corpses moved post-mortem. Right, let's get into Miss Lim's death scene and work our way through from there. I had totally intended on investigating those 2 brothers, but... Screw it. I've got a lead here. I need to investigate it. So, back up on deck. Oh, I've got a good feeling about this. Hopefully, we can take in some details about a few other crewmen that met a grisly end out there as well. Sorry, Miss Lim. We're going to have to delve into your passing. Right. Let's see. What is going on? So, okay, by this point, yeah, that... It makes sense I have to step back through from here because, yeah, pretty much everybody else except for our hide-and-seek specialist over here has already expired. So, we're looking for a man who's already gone overboard into the drink, but let's see, we could potentially... oh, that's another one of our stewards, isn't it? Right, did I mark you as such? I did not. You are a presently unknown steward. You were stabbed in the head, I believe. You were knifed by Ibn Sir. Where are you? Ibn Sir. That was right, wasn't it? You were the one... Yeah, there we go. He's got a knife sticking out of his head there. You can just about see it. Who's this? Is this... Okay, that's one of our Chinese top men. I'm pretty sure you're a top man. Yeah, one of our Chinese top men. Don't know if we've got any indication of how to identify them yet, but... Oh god, here it comes again. Cover your ears. That's... Oh god, that's ear piercing. I mean, it's my fault for having my headphones on maximum, but...
Oh, Angus, you still breathing?
You know, live dangerously.
Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake!
Right. Now, hold on. Hold up. Right. Confusion. So, just going off on a bit of a tangent, let's see if we can't identify O'Hagan. So, this was our guy who was stabbed through the side of the head. Hold on. He's Irish. Hold on. He's Irish. And he's... Right, let's check the transcript. Hold on. Yeah, our man here who's stabbed in the head says, O'Hagan, you're still breathing. He's Irish! So is he... Wait, is... Oh, hold on. Is he the guy? Is he Galligan? Oh, God. Have I been... Right, hold on. Samuel Galligan. Second mate steward. I think that's Samuel Galligan. Okay. Anyway, moving on. So he was talking about who was it now? Let's see. O'Hagan. Let's scan the crew list for an O'Hagan. Again, it's going to be pretty far down, I would have thought. O'Hagan. Here we go. Patrick O'Hagan. Oh, Patrick O'Hagan is the other Irish guy on board. So, oh, for the love of God, the guy that was crushed by the cannon, that said in what I was utterly convinced was a thoroughly Irish accent, Sir Loose Cannon, isn't even Irish. Oh. Okay, let's see if we can identify O'Hagan. So he'd said, O'Hagan, can you row? Which would suggest to me that whoever O'Hagan actually is was in a pretty bad way but still alive. So who's still alive at the moment? We know that that's second mate Edward Nichols. Know that he's the Russian. Oh, no one else is alive. Maybe it's someone that's just expired? Maybe if we can identify what scene came immediately before. Let's see. The person in the calling part 3. What's part 2? This was... Oh, I wonder if this is O'Hagan. I wonder. Because if we turn around... Let's see. Oh, hello! Look who it is! I'm glad I came over here. Right. Look at that. Pipe flying out of his gob. I think this has got to be... And he definitely wasn't in the next scene, was he? This has got to be our seaman. Let's see. Alexei Toporov. And he fell overboard. Okay. I think that then narrows down the third guy sat around the table playing games to being... our remaining Russian. That has got to be... how do you say that? Alarkas Nikishin? I guess. Right. Well, that's something to go for. Anyway, I'm wondering if O'Hagan might be our man here, because I believe his death was the one immediately before. Let's see. That's the calling part 2. Yes, it would make sense if he'd just been speared. He's one of the last people left on board, although there is someone else here, isn't there? Let's see. Or is that just... That might be Nichols. Oh, interesting. Our third Russian guy is in that scene. Right, let's head on through. Cover your ears. I think I'm just about getting used to that.
Keep
Right.
rowing!
Where is it? There! Something there!
I see it!
Okay.
There's a weapon!
Shoot! My kid eye!
So,
the oars and row, you fools!
right, he's just been dragged off the ship by a most terrible mermaidy beast. He's witnessed that. This guy's already dead. Ibn Sia is releasing himself before launching himself across and stabbing this guy through the cranium. What was your name again? Oh, I've forgotten his name. Second mate Nichols. Nichols hides because this guy says, for God's sake, shoot. Our man gets knocked overboard in the next scene, and this bloke is still on the oars, and he says, O'Hagan, are you still breathing? Can you row? This has got to be Patrick O'Hagan from... Wait, there's another Irish one. Okay, there's more Irish people than I'd anticipated. This has got to be O'Hagan, I would think. From... Oh, yeah. Marvellous. 3 more fates correct. Yes. Patrick O'Hagan, seaman, was speared by a terrible beast. Samuel Galligan was knifed by Ibn Sia. And our man Alexei Toporov fell overboard to his death. Ladies and gentlemen, we are over 50%. Oh, I'm so pleased. We actually seem to be making some headway now. And whilst I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and label our other chap here. This was the 3rd guy that was sat around the table playing games with the other Russian crew. Before I forget and do something awfully silly, I'm going to label him as a remaining Russian, Alakas Nikishin, and he was clawed by a savage, terrible beastie. And look at those marks on his chest. Good gracious, she really wanted a piece of him. And not in a positive way. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. This has been a really, really positive episode, which means that we are either breaking the back of this thing and we're going to end up knocking the rest of them down like a house of cards, another one of those shiny shells, or we're about to screech to an untimely halt. But in any case, we will see you next time. If you'd like to leave a like or you care to leave a comment, whack them down below. I will catch you in the next one. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.